My name is Brady Sticker. I'm the founder of Church Candy Marketing, and we help churches get new guests with digital marketing. So at Church Candy, the main services that we offer are Facebook and Instagram ads. So churches will hire us to set up Instagram and Facebook ads to help their churches get new guests. So in 2023, our business grew incredibly rapidly. Honestly, God was super faithful. We were very blessed, but we had outgrown our systems. And going into 2024, it's almost like we had built a house on a foundation of sand, and that it started to crack, and we started to drop the ball here and there, and we really plateaued going into 2024. And that is when we realized, okay, what got us here isn't going to get us to the next level. And that's whenever I reached out to Lyn Askin and have him help us implement EOS into our business. Yeah, we had reached a point in our business where we just weren't growing anymore. And I didn't know if there was a solution or if EOS was the solution, but just seeing the track record of how many other agencies and agency owners that I know that swear by EOS, and I know how great of a guy Lyn is, and so I really didn't have a ton of reservations other than like, all right, will this work for us, right? I feel like a lot of the time as business owners, we feel like we're the exception. Like, oh yeah, that worked for them, but that's not going to work for us. We're different, right? Like business owners all have that mindset. And so maybe I had some of that, but at the end of the day, I knew we needed to change something, and I was open to it. And implementing EOS was great for us. I feel like if we didn't fix the issues and the challenges that we had, honestly, more than half of our team probably would have quit by now. One of the big red flags to me as a business owner that really prompted me to reach out to Lyn was not just when we had client churn, but when we started having employee churn. Once I started having some of my team members say, hey, Brady, Church Candy's not a good fit for me, and when they quit, that was the big red flag for me, thinking, okay, something's not right here. And so I feel like if we didn't reach out to Lyn and we didn't implement EOS, we probably would have lost more team members. I feel like my favorite part about working with Lyn and implementing EOS has been going into the quarterly meetings, and I get to step back as the business owner, and Lyn does a great job at leading those conversations with me and my leadership team, because it's one thing if I tell my team something, and it's another if it comes from an outside consultant. And that has been great. It's been great being able to fully remove myself from operations of the business. As sad as it is to think about, if I were to die tomorrow, our business would continue to thrive. It would continue to grow. And honestly, I can't say that 6 months ago, before we hired Lyn and implemented EOS, that would be the case. Being an agency owner, I've hired people, contractors, vendors to do different things at different times. And I feel like Lyn and EOS has been the best thing for us. They've been the best vendor or contractor, anyone that we've ever hired for our business, because we had gotten to a point where we just weren't growing anymore, right? It's one thing to hire a vendor to help you with your Facebook ads. It's one thing to hire a vendor to help you do graphic design, right? But once you hit a certain plateau in your business, once you get to a certain revenue number, a certain number of clients, a certain number of employees, and you start to plateau, you've got to realize that what got you to where you are isn't going to get you to where you want to go. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm such a big proponent now of Lyn Askin and EOS, because he's helped us break through that ceiling and break through that plateau that just other things and other coaches and consultants might not be able to do. For any agency owners out there that are super involved in operations, if you're still taking sales calls and you're past the 7 figures in revenue annually mark, and your agency is at a certain scale and you're ready to remove yourself from operations, if you want to go from just working in your business to being able to work on your business, you need to go through EOS. And I personally recommend hiring Lyn Askin to help you with that. Right now, in fact, earlier today, I was talking with an agency owner, and he was asking questions about creating content and doing all this. And I told him he needed to be consistent with creating content. He's like, yeah, but my team keeps dropping the ball and I have to help them with SEO onboarding and doing this and that. And I said, whoa. You don't need to worry about content right now. You need to worry about removing yourself from operations in your agency. And I told him straight up, I said, you need to reach out to Lyn Askin and you need to go through EOS and implement that in your agency, because it will free up your time to do the things that you as a CEO and you as the owner of your agency need to be doing, like recording those podcasts and recording those videos and putting out that content. You can't do that if you're the bottleneck in your business. You can't do that if everything in your agency goes through you. And so if you're at that point in your agency, then you need to jump on the ball and you need to go through and implement EOS. And I personally recommend hiring Lyn Askin to help you do that. So I'm sure there are tons of great EOS implementers out there, but for me, the reason why I love Lyn Askin is because he used to own a digital marketing agency. And so he understands the ins and outs of this service-based business that we have. And so if you own a marketing agency, I highly recommend hiring Lyn to be your implementer, because he gets it. He's been in your shoes before. Whenever I presented the idea of implementing EOS to my leadership team, I kind of got some pushback, especially being a ADHD. I'm always got shiny object syndrome as an entrepreneur, as an agency owner. I'm always throwing ideas at my team like, oh, we should do this, we should do that. And I feel like they kind of thought that EOS was just going to be one of those things, right? Just another crazy idea that Brady had. But then they saw that I was serious, that we got on those meetings with Lyn. In fact, we flew him out here and he meets in person with our team every quarter. And they saw that I was serious about it. And it's crazy to see the shift that my team had from when we first brought up EOS in our first meeting to now how bought in they are. And that's trickled down from the top up. I mean, in our business, we had like 300 something clients. We didn't have any core values. We didn't have like a mission statement. We didn't have clear outlined goals. We didn't have a clear org chart, or in the EOS world, you call it an accountability chart. We didn't have any of that structure in place that businesses at our size should have. I think that's one of the reasons my team loved it so much, is because, I'm 26 years old. I'm trying my best, right? Like for the first year of us having an agency, I didn't have Slack or anything like that. We just had an iMessage group message for my team. And then we had to pivot because we hired someone that didn't have an iPhone. So the blue bubble went away. So all that being said, it's not like I didn't just like follow the systems to a T, where we got this program and we did this and we built out our business plan. It was really just shooting from the hip with our agency. We grew really, really quickly. And we didn't have solid systems. We didn't have any kind of operational system. And so bringing Lyn in to help, my team loved it. And honestly, I was surprised by that.